So, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the open mic. Now, I'm going to read the rules just directly off the convention booklet because I know not everyone reads these. So, don't be shy. Step up to the mic and share or act out your favorite MLP written and performance works. This is a non-competitive event, so no prizes or ranks will be awarded, and you've all lined up. So remember, this is a family-friendly convention, so please nothing over the age of, I guess, nothing more than PG-13. So that's it. First person, you can come up. Oh, Hog, you're first.
How you guys doing today? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry I scared you, Rarity. I will give you my formal apology a little bit after this. So how you guys all doing today? That wasn't very good. I'm going to give you my tour guide voice here. How are you guys all doing today? That's more like it. Now, I'd like to welcome you guys all to wonderful BronyCon 2016. I am your nice little host here, Hawk, and I'm going to try and make you guys all laugh. Now, does anybody know about Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson, New Jersey? Show of hands. I am one of the tour guides for Six Flags Great Adventure for the Safari Off-Road Adventure. I get to talk about animals. I also get to talk about jokes. Say, what do you say to a zebra when they're running? Don't turn around, the cop's coming. Yeah, zebras have stripes, right? Did you guys know that zebras are the most aggressive animal in the equine family? Yeah, they can't be domesticated because they actually put Mustangs to shame. But when they're running, it kind of looks like a giant animal. Has anybody noticed that yet? Because I'm pretty sure a lion will look like it and say, oh, that's an animal. I'm not going that way. How many of you guys would turn and run away from a lion? Good, you're smart. However, there's an animal out there that does not care if a lion is going after it. It's called a sable antelope. It's an antelope with an attitude, and I would probably run away from the antelope instead. What was there? Oh, why should you never give a rhino your credit card? She got it right. They charge you. Why should you never let a rhino drive your car? Because they're a crash. This is because they are called a crash in a group, but what happens when you see an ostrich running? You think Gallimimus from Jurassic Park. I'm not joking. You look at an ostrich and you think, wow, it looks like Gallimimus. But how many of you guys thought an ostrich stuffs its head underneath the sand? I'm sorry, guys. They don't. They look there and stare off into space. I'm not kidding. You go through this ride, and you're going to look at every single one of these ostriches, and they're going to look like they're staring at you. What's up? How you guys doing? How you doing? Doing awesome? You're just going to stay here? You're going to stay here? All right. Let's see. What was there? Oh, here's a funny thing that happened to me on one of my tours. I'm sitting there. I'm talking about animals. And a guest decides to stand up. I was like, what are you doing? Please sit down. You need to remain seated and seat belted in for the entire duration of our tour. What's he do? He sits back down and he puts a seatbelt on because I told him it was unsafe. But other times, you get the people that don't listen. Like when someone gets up and decides to pee over the side of the truck. I looked at him and was like, please don't do that. And he gave me attitude. But then you get the guests that don't know they did it at all. Get done with the tour. Go to the gate. We're helping the old man off the truck. We look down. Me and my driver look down at the floor, and we see a puddle. I look at him. We look down at the puddle again. Was there a bottle there? No. Close up the gate. We're going power washing now. What else was there? Oh, wait. There is another time. How many guys have seen an ostrich chick before? Wow, no one here's seen an ostrich chick. Okay, they're roughly about the size of a little puffball, maybe about the size of an average chicken. Now, they grow at a foot a month, but they come from some of the largest eggs in the world. One of these eggs you can stand on, and they will never break. However, when they step on it, it breaks. Go figure, right? Now, a female ostrich can lay up to 40 of the largest eggs in the world, weighing between 2.5 and 3.5 pounds. And if they ever laid all 40 eggs at once, that would be a very cranky ostrich. But what happens when you get an ostrich standing in front of your truck or gate? It's a hostage situation. There we go. Now what do you get when you get an entire tower of giraffe standing in front of your truck? A giraffic jam. Yep, I'm getting some giggles, I'm getting some pity laughs. That's a lot more like it. I'm here to have fun. Aren't you guys here to have fun? There you go. Now what was there left? Well, I do know that tigers like to go into the water. Last time I saw a tiger jump into the water, it was to pounce on their friend. Yes, we have tigers that live together, unlike out in the wild, when they are completely solitary animals. When you see them in human care, it is adorable. Literally, you will lull yourself in tears seeing tigers playing around all day. Of course, we also have a lion and a tiger cub being hand-raised together over in what we would call our wild walkthrough. They're about 8 months old now. I sat there, and I had to watch them. I died. I literally died. All you do is you see these two girls just playing around. Ziri and Nadia have been hand-raised since they were 4 weeks old. Given reasons, Lion's mom didn't really care. But the tiger's mom was a first-time mom. So we tend to hand-raise some of our animals, and some of our animals are born on property. Now, we do have an animal species that is called the scimitar-horned oryx. They are completely extinct in the wild, so we might not actually see them anywhere else in the world except a park or a preserve. Africa does plan on introducing new herds of them into the world again. Thank God. However, there is an animal species that is now nearly extinct. They are called the addax. Savanna addax only has 3 left in the world. Does anybody know where the myth of the unicorn originally came from? The narwhal horn. Actually, that's a pretty good one right there. But most people like to think of the unicorn, obviously, as a horse with a horn, right? Well, Scotland, we also happen to have Savannah. The Savannah addax happens to have 2 horns, yes. But they look most like a horse. They can change their coat colors with the season. But from a side profile, they gave the myth of a unicorn because their horns would match up perfectly. Now, at our park, we have an addax with 1 horn. We've come to call him Charlie the unicorn. Yep, it's as corny as it sounds. Who else did we have around there? We also have a leucistic peacock named Charlie. Most of the time, you don't look at a white animal and say, oh, look, it has blue eyes. No, you think it's albino half the time. Albino animals cannot produce a pigmentation. Charlie would happen to have blue eyes, so that's a leucistic animal. Has anyone ever seen a melanistic animal? No, if you were to look it up, it would actually look all black with yellow eyes. They are pretty. Well, we don't have any of those, so I have to be sad too. Let's see, what else was there? Actually, there was a time I had a guest come up to me and ask if I could get their picture taken with them. Sure. That was about as easy as it got. But you also get the guests that are really hard to deal with. How hard? The ones that just like to ask you the same stupid question. Can we pet the giraffe? No. Oh. Repeats the same question. Can I pet the giraffe? Again, no. It is illegal in the state of New Jersey to pet any wild animals unless they were already hand-raised around humans. There is an animal at our park that has been hand-raised by humans because as a fawn, she was severely dehydrated and found by one of our security guards. Her name is Clarice. She is a white-tailed deer. However, she will lick you to death. I stood by her enclosure. Lick, 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 lick. What are you doing? Lick, lick. Then she gravitates to my shirt and starts to eat it. What are you doing? What? That's not, go away. And then I just pet the deer and was like, oh, this is as close as I'm going to get to a deer ever in my life. I wish I could pet a tiger or a lion, but you can't. Reason 1, a lion's tongue is so strong, it'll actually start breaking fingers. I learned that one actually, I learned that one the easy way, fortunately not the hard way. But I noticed that a lot of our animal handlers that have been handling these animals for years are able to get up to their enclosures and pretty much get some affection from them. One of which is Shondi. I got to do a VIP tour. I am also one of the VIP tour guides. I take people around for about 2.5 to 3 hour long tours. I get guests that sometimes are really loaded or just trying to have a good day. I make sure that they have a really good day. At the end, they tend to get an ostrich egg. One time I gave out a peacock quill. Actually, we have peacocks. Does anybody know what a female peacock is called? Peahen. Awesome, guys. I got a well-educated group, don't I? It's looking like I'm going to have to go. So, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your wonderful BronyCon 2016. I'm going to hand it off to our next contestant.
So my apologies. I forgot to mention earlier that in order to give everyone a fair chance, if I give everyone exactly 10 minutes, this panel is 90 minutes long, and that would not be enough for more than 10 people. So we're going to limit everyone to about 5 minutes, give or take a few. So please try to end on time. I have a stopwatch. So.
I will be singing a My Little Pony radioactive parody to the premise of the first episode. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Waking up to a change in us, the day we need covered in green. The harmony has gone blood red. Whoa. Celestia's day runs cold. The elements, they start to glow. This is it, time for friendship. Whoa, I'm waking up. The moonlight chills my bones, enough to make my friendship show. Time to bring back the day, bring back the day. Time to bring back the day, bring back the day. Generous honesty, that's kindness, loyalty. Unleash the magic of the main six. That's kindness, loyalty, generous honesty. Unleash the magic of the main six. So friendship go. The sun might just die deep in my soul. I got to end this night. I'm waking up. The moonlight chills my bones, enough to make my friendship show. Time to bring back the day, bring back the day. Time to bring back the day, bring back the day. Generous honesty, after kindness, loyalty. Unleash the magic of the main six. Generous honesty, after kindness, loyalty. Unleash the magic of the main six. Next one up.
Thank you. A little setup. Hello. Be right back.
Hello. My name is I Rhyme the Songs. I write song parodies about ponies. And I'd like to sing about a song about Princess Celestia. I think that she doesn't get as much attention as she deserves. Based this song on a song about a king as befitting her regal and royal nature. And, well, that's not going to help. It uses some of the ancient melodies and modalities, and I hope you enjoy it. Now when she was a young man, she never thought she'd see Sunbuds right up there, took down on one knee. Sunbuds, how'd you get so mighty? Mighty Buds, Pony Aphrodite. She's Princess Celestia, ruler of Equestria. Sunbuds. Now if I'd known the princess had a sister, I would have made my options before I went and kissed her. Sunbuds, glamorous and saucy. Saucy Buds. She's my favorite horsey. She's Princess Celestia, ruler of Equestria. Sunbuds. Keeps the ponies in line. Mind that Buds. Her mane is so divine. Fine Buds. She's a great equine. Equine Buds. I wanna make her mine. She wants to know if you like bananas. Golden bridles. Lived a millennium. Off to the moon. Sunbuds. Her student Twilight, I think she's a nut. She sprouted lots of feathers to be just like Sunbuds. Sunbuds. A fancy coronation. Sunbuds. For our cornication. She's Princess Celestia, ruler of Equestria, so I'll help Princess Celestia. And I hope she doesn't test ya. Sunbuds. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is JD, and I gotta say, I'm really scared right now because this is my first time performing in front of these many people. I know there's only like a few people here, and I know I'm talking so nervous, and I really am nervous. So anyway, this song I'm gonna sing, this one is a tribute to Princess Twilight, and this is actually one of my favorite songs, and I thought this would be good, and I really hope you like it.
For she is good, her love endures forever. For she is good, she is
outstretched wings. Her love endures forever. For the friends that we are blessed to have, her love endures forever. All hail to Princess Twilight. All hail to Princess Twilight. Yeah, forever the princess is faithful. Forever the princess is strong. Forever the princess is with us. Forever. Forever. From the rising to the setting sun, her love endures forever. And with the magic of friendship she will carry on. Her love endures forever. All hail to Princess Twilight. All hail to Princess Twilight. Yeah, forever the princess is faithful. Forever the princess is strong. Forever the princess is with us. Forever and ever and ever. Forever the princess is faithful. Forever the princess is strong. Forever the princess is with us. Forever. Forever. All hail to the princess, for she is good. All hail to the princess, for she is good. Her love endures forever. Her love endures forever. Her love endures forever. 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 All hail to Princess Twilight. All hail to Princess Twilight. Yeah, forever the princess is faithful. Forever the princess is strong. Forever the princess is with us. Forever and ever and ever, yeah. Forever you are faithful. Forever you are strong. Forever you are with us. Forever. Forever. You are the princess of friendship. The magic of friendship was within us. Friendship is truly magical. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Thank you so much.
not hearing anything. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Go.
Oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This moment is our destiny. They said, ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. Ooh, ooh, shut up and dance. We were victims of the night. The chemical, physical kryptonite, helpless to the face and the faded lights. Oh, we were bound to be together, bound to be together. She took my arms, I don't know how it happened. She took the floor and she said, oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said, you're holding back. He said, shut up and dance with me. This moment is our destiny. They said, ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. Oh, come on, no, don't you dare look back. Just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. He said, shut up and dance with me. This moment is our destiny. They said, ooh, ooh, shut up and dance. Oh, don't you dare look back. Just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. He said, shut up and dance with me. This moment is our destiny. They said, ooh, oh, shut up and dance with me. Oh, oh, shut up and dance with me.
All right, we are Spring's Awakening featuring Everyday Airy, and this one's for you guys.
If you want
I
it,
feel it stirring
take
deep
it.
down inside my soul. The rhythm's taking hold, and it's about to
Try
roll.
to hide
A
it.
million sparkles falling across the floor. So DJ, give it more. It's what we're looking for.
I only wanna die alive, never by the hands of a broken heart. Don't wanna hear you lie tonight, now that I become who I really am. This is the part where I say I don't want you. I'm stronger than I've been before. This is the part where I break free, 'cause I can't resist it no more.
It's dance magic. Once you have it, let your body move. Step into the music. It's dance magic, and it's electric. Let your body move.
'Cause I can't
to the
resist
music.
it no
Dance
more.
the night away. All our friends right by our side. It doesn't matter what style you bring. We're about to go on that ride. It's dance
This
magic.
is
Once
the
you
part
have
where
it,
I say
let
I
your
don't want
body
you.
move. Step
Stronger
into
than
the
I've been
music.
before.
It's dance
This
magic,
is
and
the
it's
part where I
electric.
break
Let your
free,
body
'cause I
move
can't
to the
resist
music.
it no
Mr.
more. This
Rainbow's got a
is
style that's so
the part
loud.
where I
Dancing
say I don't
non-stop,
want you.
body
Stronger
moving
than
in the
I've
zone.
been before.
Bring whatever
This
style you
is
got.
the part where
'Cause
I
the party
say I
is
don't want you.
going
I'm stronger than I've been
on, yeah.
before. I'm here to show you who I am. Threw off the veil, it's finally time. It's more to me than glitz and glam. Whoa. And now I feel my stars align. For I had believed that I was sold. I did all the things that I was told. And all that has changed and now I'm bold, 'cause I know that let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. Here I'll stand, and here I'll stay. Let it go, let it go. The cold never bothered me anyway.
If I'm a diamond, then why do I feel so rough? I'm as strong as a stone, even that's not enough. There's something jagged in me, and I made such mistakes. I thought that diamonds were hard, though I feel I could break. Won't you believe that I've always wished I could be somebody else? Yet I can't see what I need to do to be the pony
I am just
be.
a pony. I make mistakes from time to time. And now I know the real me, and put my heart out on the line, and let the magic in my heart stay true. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just let the magic in my heart stay true. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just like the magic inside of you, standing frozen in the life I've chosen. You won't find me, the past is so behind me, buried in the snow. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore.
I am just a pony.
I make mistakes from time to time, and now I know the real me, and put my heart out on the line, and let the magic in my heart stay true. Whoa, 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 whoa. And let the magic in my heart stay true. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just like the magic inside of you. Just like the magic inside of you. Oh, that's it? Okay, thank you. Hey, there you go.
I did not want to come off. Good evening, every pony. How many of you think I am best princess? Show of hands. Awesome, good to hear. Okay, I wanted to come up here because I would like to tell all of you a story, and it is not a story that's related to my cosplay directly. I believe that this show and collectively the Brony community has saved my life, or at least contributed to saving my life, and I want to explain why I believe that. I don't want to get too long-winded. It started about 2 years ago. I was on kind of a Frozen craze, listening to, I keep breathing on the mic, sorry, listening to just about any Frozen song I could find, and eventually I found a song that I wanted to hear a better version because the quality wasn't good. So I searched, and I found a PMV, themed around Luna, for obvious reasons. Anyway, that got me intrigued because I didn't know I was seeing fan animations in there too. So I was watching Fall of the Crystal Empire, and of course, you know, Luna has a sword, and she's just going at it with Sombra. I was watching this and thought, this isn't a little girl's show, really? Of course, I found out later that wasn't the case. Skipping ahead about a year and a half, I'd pretty much decided by then that I was a Pegasister. It only took about a minute, but it was sort of like in Read It and Weep. It was like, I love this story. I love MLP. I'm a Pegasister. It was just a moment of realization like that, and I thought, I'm a Pegasister. Huh, okay. And that was about all I thought of it. And then I started getting into the show more and realized there's just so much to treasure here. There was just so much that made me feel good, made me smile, and I really, really needed that. Basically, I have depression, and I don't say that to get pity. I say that because it's true. I'd been trying several different things to try to help, and I think the first effective, very long-term effective cure was MLP. And not long after MLP, I discovered there were all these guys online. I didn't even know what a brony was. I had to Google it. And my first thought was, okay, that's a little weird. And then eventually I thought, you know what? I like the same thing. Who am I to judge? Well, it took me a little while, but eventually I started hearing stories like how caring this community was. And then I had some experiences myself that I don't really want to go into. They're a little personal. But basically the conclusion I've come to is something that I've heard many bronies say. They say, this is not a fandom, this is a family. And as in any family, there's going to be the cousin that you adore, and there's going to be the weird, creepy uncle. And I've met my fair share of both, trust me. One of them just waved at me. Basically, again, this is not just a fandom, this is a family. And 2 years ago, when I first started watching and calling myself a Pega sister, if you told me I was going to be here at BronyCon 2 years later, I probably would have laughed at you. But I've been dreaming of this for a very long time. I'm just very excited to be here. So I think my 5 minutes are about up. So I would just like to thank the show staff for creating something so amazing, and the voice actors, the writers, everybody who works on this. But I'd also like to thank the Brony community, because I think that you guys and the show that we all adore is part of the reason why I'm standing in front of you right now. I don't think that that was the only reason that I am still here, but it was definitely one of the most significant, and I'm gonna cry, I'm sorry. I'm just so honored to be here with you guys. Thank you all.
All right, I'm gonna have to ask one question. Anybody know what's on my hat right now? Okay, good answer, but not what I was looking for. Thank you. I heard that back there. So yeah, my favorite character of all time is Vinyl Scratcher. Some people call her DJ Pone 3. You know, both work for me. But that's not why I'm up here. So. I found out we only have 5 minutes, so I'm going to try and make this quick. I'm going to read you guys 2 poems that I wrote. One talks a little bit about friendship, and the other one's more of a taking in the landscape kind of setting. So, you guys cool with that? All right, awesome. So, for this one, before I read it, I had to dig because I was part of a page on Facebook, and I wrote it and only posted it on there and didn't really have any other record of it, so I had to dig for this one. So, I was down, but you gave me something to smile about. You showed me your honesty when I was in doubt. I felt your kindness calm me when all I wanted to do was shout. Your generosity gave me a sense of well-being. The magic that existed in friendship was worth seeing. That loyalty gave me the feeling that I had a friend. I guess at the end of it all, I felt like I belonged. I could have had fun and sing to all these songs. I've been waiting for this help so long. Thanks to you all, I now see a brighter side of life. I have a better understanding of what's wrong and what's right. For once, I'll sleep just fine tonight. I know I've done some things that weren't wise. I thought I could have done it all, but it was all a lie. I have to make things right, at least worth a try. Thank you. So I got one more for you guys. Yeah, this one's a little longer, but it's got a little more depth to it. So, sitting under the shade of a tree, I had some thoughts come to me. It's a beautiful day. We don't get many of these. They are rare and precious, just like moments of love would be. I daydream way too much. My mind seems to wander far. Sometimes it's hard to find who we are, lost on some kind of journey under the stars. The air is just right, cool but light. Sky is full of blue, it's quite a sight. The birds sing songs, but also take flight. I can admire the view alone, but it's better with someone you know. I don't like too much heat and too much snow. This weather is my favorite. I love its flow. I will enjoy this day while it's here. It won't last long, eventually disappear. It'll come again, so do not fear. If you find yourself on a day just as this, you'll find me at this spot, passing time, thinking of things I've remembered and forgot, as the wind gently blows through the treetops. Thank you.
What's up, nerds? Hey! All right, so I'm gonna keep this intro quick. I know you're liking that. Cool. How y'all doing? Hey, how is everybody doing? Yeah! Say woo! All right, that's like. There you go. Come on, are you bronies, aren't you? All right. Now, I got a little ditty for you that I whipped up something special, and I hope y'all like it. And I know it's tacky to have a cheat sheet, but I like to have my cheat sheet. All right, so. Maestro. Thank you very much. Tap the play. Cool. Got the volume up? Everything cool? do 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 do. All right, let's try to take two, I suppose. Oh, did it? We'll get there. A little more volume. Crank that. All right, my song for the bronies. Let me ask you this about today's new shows, and let me just push aside the ones that totally blow, like Adventure Time, please. That show hurts my brain, and Chowder and Gumball brought even more pain. Should I really try to sit, watch a crazy-ass show where random equals funny is all that they know? Well, to me, these new cartoons, they were nothing but tragic. And a show that taught me friendship is magic. Who was sitting with you watching Luna's Return, geeking out about ponies and the lessons they learned? And who was you with when Twilight grew wings? You were crying your eyes out. Bronies, now sing. Who loves the fan fiction? Who loves the show? Who watched every season several times in a row? I'm not saying that we're perfect, but we all get along, cause we're always one big happy family in BronyCon. Bronies, bronies, parents wonder why. Still a bunch of bronies, bronies, unicorns and Pegasi. Talk about bronies, bronies, watch boys till the day we die. Bronies, watch your voice. Have you ever had That I hate a crack and jab in your face. That I epically fail and how you're such a disgrace. And he thinks he's so cool for making 10-year-olds cry, playing black eyes with sheets so that he don't die. You shrug him off as usual and give him a smile. Love and tolerate, right? Yep, you know that's our style. They brony buddies join you cause they got your back. And they laugh about how screwed the jerk would be if he met Applejack. Yeah, that's right, you know there's safety in numbers. That's the magic of friendship, always here for each other. I remember once I had this crazy idea to build a portal that would take me to Equestria. While the normies might freak out and call me a nerd, bronies just be like, hey man, welcome to the herd. Bronies, bronies, wonder why. Still a bunch of bronies, bronies, unicorns and Pegasi. Talk about bronies, bronies, watch bones till the day we die. Bronies, bronies, in Mama's West, the beans, corn and Celestia. Mama's West, the bee, and of course we love Luna. Equestria bronies, we reign supreme, doing sonic rain booms in our dreams. And sometimes our passions may drive us astray. We're all still bronies at the end of the day. Posters on our walls, plushies on our beds, cute little pony ears strapped on our heads. Been around since 2010, going nowhere soon. And if you don't like it, you can go to the moon! My head's back, sing it with my bronies, y'all. Winter wrap up, love that song because we're bronies, y'all. Go to conventions in a hurry with my bronies, y'all. Super pony beat, ringtone when I get a call. Bronies and Pegasisters all unite across the world. My love for a show that's made for little girls. The props to Lauren Faust, yeah, you know we love her. Whenever I see Fluttershy, I just want to hug her. Bronies, bronies, 1, 2, 1, sing it! Bronies, bronies, Pegasi. Bronies, bronies, watch boys till the day we die. Bronies, in my way. The beat, well, sparkle, Applejack. My way, the beat, big pie and rainbow dash. The beat, Fluttershy and rarity. Dirtbag. Alright, and the chorus again. Sing it! Bronies, bronies, all parents wonder why. Still a bunch of bronies, bronies, unicorns and Pegasi. Bronies, bronies, just no comer. Bronies, bronies, in my way. The bees, Lyra and Octavia too. My way. The bees, One Scratch and Doctor Who. My way. The bees, Lord Faust, we all love you. The Thank you very much! Thank you very much, BronyCon 2016! Watching me up here busting my larynx for you guys. Woo! Thank you very much, you've been a wonderful audience.
Hello? Hello? Alright, so recently I just finished rewatching the entire the season 5 premiere. I noticed something about Starlight Glimmer's little cult. I want to say, I don't know what it is. How did those people get in there to find a place? I'm thinking, is there like, does Starlight know about advertising? Advertising! Like, does she have one of those billboards that says, do you want to be unique? Come to this little community. I don't know what the name of it is. Even I don't know. Yes, it is our town. It's their town, it's our town, it's your town. You can have one too. Just join this cult. where somehow we replace your cutie march with equal signs. Don't know the science about that, but whatever. Thank you, and good night.
What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Woo! That little glide is what I do when I have no idea what's about to happen. So, this is my first BronyCon. I don't know about any of you guys. Anybody else first time? Anybody? So, I've only been a fan of MLP for like a month. And honestly, in that first month, watching season 1, my friend was trying to introduce to me. It's like, the problems they were trying to solve was like, if you just needed more tickets, all you had to do was ask. Really, dude? That's what we're watching? By season 5, friendship is magic. Friendship is a power source. No joke. And, crap in a bucket. This was rated PG, I'm sorry. And, yesterday I was at the Science Pony panel, whatever that was. And they mentioned a way to try to introduce new people into the show. And one way was to show clips of the fans. And my immediate thought was, why the hell would you want to do that? You're showing people the hardcore. If someone was trying to get you into like a sport or something, and they was like, I got a great idea. Why don't we show you a bunch of the fans? You saw a bunch of fat guys and slobs screaming, ah, my team is better than yours. My name is better than yours, and it's not yours. That wouldn't make any sense. You would be like, these guys are all crazy, and I want nothing to do with this. So people look at My Little Pony the exact same way. I actually had... telling jokes is like writing an essay. It was longer and more articulate in my head. I'm sorry. So, yeah. So anybody else hear that there was some kind of protest yesterday? I don't know what exactly... Yeah, I didn't pay much attention to it, but... I was at a rave party last night downstairs, and I'm watching everyone laughing and dancing, you know, like normal people actually do. And I'm thinking about the protesters protesting all this. Is like, wow, they must be extremely insecure of their own masculinity if they're judging people for liking people with colored ears and wings running around. I honestly think it takes a little more courage to walk around with little colored ears and wings than walk around in a sports jersey. You can walk out in the street with a sports jersey with all confidence in the world. No one will judge you. It takes a lot more... You walk out with wings like you own the damn place. I think that's a lot more fun and says something more about yourself. Wait back. Tree beard is falling. I don't know what to do. My favorite littler pony is Scootaloo. I got a bet. Don't worry about to call it. And for one reason in particular, there was an episode where they were trying. Scootaloo and the Cutie Mark Crusaders were all trying to go to a show. And they were trying to catch them by train. And by the end of the episode, Scootaloo had learned her friendship lesson. I was wrong! And she got there. And somehow they made it to the show before the train got there. Scootaloos are faster than trains! It's canon! Pound signed, it's canon. Yeah. That's all the jokes I got. Thank you.
This is also my first con, so, you know. I also got really big stage fright, so just bear with me. All right, so as you noticed, there are a lot of sports fans here for some game or whatever, you know, like you said, ridiculing us and whatnot. So, speaking of sports, you know, something I noticed is, you know, you have all these people, you know, and they're betting all their time, their money, you know, and their happiness for the next few days, months, or the rest of the year on a game that doesn't involve them, that they have absolutely no control of, right? That's why I don't watch sports. Just my little take on that. But, you know, the rest of us here, we're all enjoying it. We're dancing, laughing, having fun, and, you know, I think that's a beautiful thing. And what I noticed is, like he said, you know, sports, whatnot, they've become, you know, very, very popular. You know, it's easy to get into it, and you don't really have to, I don't know, you don't have to be like us. You know, you could just be a normal guy, walk out with a jersey, and, you know, it's accepted. And for people like us, you know, it's harder, you know, to get into something you like, to share it, and, you know, I think it's great that we're all here and can all share things we love. And speaking of norm, you know, I just happen to be one of those people that, you know, I like to collect body pillows. I'm sure you know what that is. And, you know, my friend over here, he was, you know, criticizing me a little bit because I just kept going on about how I need to buy more, even though I have to stay faithful to my waifu, you know. And I'm just like, okay, listen, man, that Fluttershy one looks really nice. I really want that, but you know, Rey, you know, Evangelion, she's gonna kill me. And then he's looking over at me and he's like, are you really, are you really arguing about this? He's like, you know, I'm here trying to find real women and you're just having this autismal debate over waifus. You know what? That's okay. Thank you.
Guys ready for stand-up? Well, I'm not. That's better. I've been up for 30 hours. Now for something completely different. Diary entries from the show, journal dates matching airing dates, but through a more cynical lens. And I've done everything I can, and I can guarantee it's PG-13, so don't worry. I know some people don't like cynicism. Yeah, sorry, my voice is quiet. October 10th, 2010. Today I have been betrayed without warning or remorse by the highest self-appointed authority in the land. My teacher, who has reinforced in me values of knowledge, education, and reason for years, now tells me that my education and critical thinking skills are worthless. She has evicted me to a small rural town in south central Equestria. I think I need to cool down and read a book. Yours truly, Twilight Sparkle. October 22nd, 2010. My pupil managed to figure out the lesson I wanted her to learn through events I orchestrated. Even if she didn't figure it out, I'm sure she would still have a 65-ish% chance of survival. Good thing my wisdom is above reproach, or else ponies would ask whether it was ethical to risk the safety of Equestria on the whims of a character-building exercise. From she who was birthed centuries before the tree that made these pages, Celestia. Oh yeah, that's right, I'm not doing that one because of time. Here we go. A winter wrap-up one. Imagine a city where the mayor bans flight as to not offend earth ponies and unicorns. Imagine a village that forbids the use of front legs when performing crucial tasks because the village's first elder walked with a limp once. Every pony would describe these edicts as absurd, yet it is no more absurd than the town that forbids unicorn magic, yet permits Pegasus flight during a tradition meant to honor earth pony heritage. Expect more entries, Twilight Sparkle. April 8th, 2011. I find it strange that an animal empath, linguist, and caretaker would develop such an emotional attachment to a sick animal. I probably should have told her that my pet was a phoenix. I wonder if it was my fault these misunderstandings happened. But then I remember I'm a self-crowned immortal leader whose judgment cannot be questioned. From she whose lifespan will outlast the pages she writes upon, Celestia. January 7th, 2012. Granny Smith spoke at my school today and mentioned that Ponyville was founded when she was a filly. But I also remember that every pony says that there are traditions like Winter Wrap-Up that they have celebrated for hundreds of years. Does that make her hundreds of years old? Hoping for answers, Apple Bloom. February 11th, 2012. I appreciate my little sister's help in finding love, but I'm not sure Cheerilee would appreciate that I feel most comfortable in a dress. She doesn't seem my type.
Looking for Love, Big Mac. March 3rd, 2012. I learned that a Minotaur has had quite a lot of success selling self-help programs across my kingdom. Is my utopia so unsatisfying that ponies still feel unfulfilled and in need of guidance? Is my vision of a perfect society flawed somehow? Upon further thought, I concluded that I could not possibly be wrong, so it must be the fault of the mortals. Oh, perfectly yours, Celestia. Skipping these take too long. Skipping these take too long. All right, here we go. We'll end on a short one. May 14th, 2016. Hey, that was recently. Twilight Sparkle, a full-grown adult, pulled me aside into another room to read a children's story to me aloud. It was one of the most patronizing, condescending things I have ever seen a pony do. Not sure why I even bother. Starlight Glimmer. Thank you very much for enduring my cynicism. I got a lot more. It's just like,
oh dear, it's a lot scary up here. Brony's Pegasus and the parents who dragged along here. Sorry about that. How we all doing tonight? Yeah, I remember I heard that some people are here for their first time. This is my 4th time here at BronyCon, so let me just pass on some advice to you first-timers. Space yourself out a bit, because here's what happened to me, right? And I'm not trying to say this is a bad thing that I got bored, but I was just surrounded by so many cosplays, fun, sweep, yas, derpies, everything that it overwhelmed me for a moment. I reached a point of pony nirvana. Nirvana. And after a point, I stopped focusing on the larger things and just entered this sort of just catatonic state, just walking around just like, nice. Cool. And after a point, I just began focusing on just the smallest, tiniest, most insignificant, nothing major, just the most tiniest, insignificant things. I'm talking laws of physics when you're Pinkie Pie insignificant. I'm talking Applejack insignificant. We're getting down there, all right? But it makes you just ask things. Just your mind is emptier than Luna's friends list on Facebook, and you just start asking these questions like, if Starlight Glimmer and Sunburst ship is called Starburst, would Mod Pie and Bon Bon be called Rock Candy? And I spend the entire day just dwelling on that and thinking, that should be a thing, yes. But this fandom, like, wow, this fandom. The G4 fandom's been around for a while, hasn't it? Like, we're going on, like, what, 5, 6 years? Get you thinking, doesn't it? What you'd be doing with your life right now if it weren't for Club of Talking Horses, what? But I remember, before season 1, if you had asked me to watch My Little Pony, I would have laughed in your face. I probably would have punched you a bit. I don't know. I would have felt insulted that you would dare try to corrupt my viewing habits that involve Transformers, G.I. Joe, Powerpuff Girls. Like, get out of here with that foolishness. Like, come on now. So season 1 comes out, right? And a friend of mine who immediately got into the show, he comes to me like, hey man, I found this new show. You should give it a watch. I'm like, cool, what is it? He's like, the newest iteration of My Little Pony. Let's not. And then he knows, he caught me. He was like, but dude, Lauren Fox is behind it. Really? So he dragged me in. I'm sitting there. And And I'm still trying to keep on the act like I'm not enjoying myself. I'm doing that thing where I'm moving my head, but my eyes never actually leave the screen. I'm just like... just trying and failing to just not be interested. And then the episode ends, right? And he turns at me, he looks at me, and he has the most just worst grin on his face. Like he was like, so, what'd you think of it? And it was all right. And then again, but dude, there's episode 2. Just play it. Just play it. Oh, man. But see. Ah, crap. Sorry. Breaking the flow. Oh, yeah, that was how I became a brony at home. Now, at school was something different, right? Now, despite how I got into it, I ended up wearing my fandom on my sleeve, right? I was in there like, yes, this is me. We're here, right now, watching ponies. Let's do it. And all my schoolmates were like, cool. So, whatever. But one day, something weird happened. I mean, like, frustrating weird. I'm sitting at lunch, doing my brony thing, by myself, and that day I was wearing a Rainbow Dash t-shirt because, as far as I'm concerned, Rainbow Dash is best pony, so, nah. And then I'm just doing my thing, my own business, in my own little world, and I see something in my peripheral approaching me. I don't pay any mind, and I just hear these words. You like Rainbow Dash? And I don't know how many of you have ever like heard a word or phrase that triggered you like Manchurian Candidate, but as soon as I heard that, like my detective mode went on. I was like, wait a minute. He didn't ask if I liked the show. He asked if I liked Rainbow Dash. That means... my brother! Welcome! But then I looked at his face. And to describe it, you remember Diamond Tiara's mom's face and how it always looked like she was just perpetually smelling an eggy fart? That's the face he was giving at me. And that was when I realized his tone. It wasn't, oh, you like Rainbow Dash? It was like, you like Rainbow Dash? So I'm sitting there on the spot. I'm just like, yeah? Why? Because I like her. Why? Bear in mind, okay, this was what was getting on my nerves, right? This dude was dressed head to toe in great and powerful attire, if you feel me, right? Everything from the shirt to his little hat to his fanny pack was all covered in Trixie. So I'm like, okay, you don't like Rainbow Dash, that's fine. I'm not the kind of guy to go through your resume and be like, oh, I see, you're good with pets, very sociable, very funny. But you like Rarity. Can't do it, man, sorry. Like, I'm not that kind of guy. But this was just annoying. So I'm like, okay, why don't you like Rainbow Dash? And here's what he tells me, dead-faced. She's too arrogant. This is like a Game of Thrones fan telling someone not to get mad over spoilers. What the heck? So it's like I'm getting ready to lose my mind, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he's like, nah, I'm dumb. I'm just messing with you. My name's Chris. How you doing?
I just want to get this out my system, so I'm going to make myself a fool for you guys, and then you guys can laugh and whatever. Just going to sing a song from Friendship is Witchcraft. Okay. I'll cook up a solution with the knowledge of a crew. They say the kitchen times is 9, but I'm just saving 2. Gather the ingredients to say sometimes obey. Make some. It's your fault. I'm gonna move you guys. Let's start again. There we go. Righto. Okay, now I can hear myself. Nice. Right, let's try this again. Laugh quickly. Okay, good. Much better, guys. I'll cook up a solution with the knowledge I've accrued. They say that kitchen time says 9, but I'm just saving 2. I've gathered the ingredients to make sometimes sorbet. There's hardly room for seconds while the seconds melt away. Watch as I work my gypsy magic. I have the Newton cinnamon. Watch as the matter turns to batter. Open the portal, jump in. Crude stew, do you fear it? Apple bloom. Sometimes life is not a cakewalk served upon a silver spoon. Toss a fig and save the date, and bread and butter, chant and mutter, marination, incantation, chocolate icing, timeline spacing, Easter's rising, rectifying. Watch as I work my gypsy magic with eye of the Newton cinnamon. Sorry, I really am nervous, guys. See pony tears and provolone, got up the witch. Sorry, I'm horrible at this, guys. So, pretend that didn't happen. I'm just going to skip to the good parts. Pinky, if you're hearing this, it means we're dead and gone. Please don't break the portal, just accept it and move on. I've gathered the ingredients. You know what? Pretend I did good, okay? Just pretend. Clap, go. I'm done.
All right, so season 6, we've had a lot of stuff happen to it. Kennington Shining Armor had a baby. We see the return of Maud Pie. Starlight Glimmer makes a new friend to accompany the. Sorry. The Cutie Mark. Apple Bloom has a post-Cutie Mark crisis, and I'm sorry. I can't do this. Fine. You know what? All right. Sorry. Okay. All right. Sorry. Okay. Rarity opens a shop in Manhattan. We finally meet Fluttershy's family, and for the first time, we actually see a main six with a little brother, courtesy of Megan McCarthy, the writer responsible for the two only canon cameos of the last century. Yes, he's canon. Deal with it. Okay. Where are you? Okay. We get another heartwarming episode. We get to see the... And so, yeah, a lot of stuff happens. So, but one of the most important things is that Rainbow Dash finally becomes a Wonderbolt. The question is, where does she go from there? Answer, product placement! And what better product placement than cereal? Seriously. You always see athletes on cereal boxes, and there's apparently no more present athletes than the Wonderbolts, which is really weird because there's a lot of sports in Equestria. And I mean, hoofball, American equestrian, and I don't know what else. It's just, you got tennis, basketball, polo, and this weird sport in the comics called buffalo ball. It's like football. It's just really confusing. But you never hear about famous equestrian athletes. You don't hear of Michael Phillips or Usain Thunderbolt. Seriously, horse puns are really easy. Apparently we have, and you don't hear about movie stars either. Even know that there's an Applewood in Las Pegasus, which I assume was founded because people wanted to use movies and didn't want to deal with the lawsuits of Thomas Equison, the Wizard of Menlo Park. Horse puns, folks. Horse puns. But anyway, back to the issue, man. What about cereal? I imagine there would be like chocolate cumuluses or Thunderbolt toasted Wheaties. And you'd probably have some other non-Pegasi related cereals like, yeah, I really can't think of anything. The only thing I can think of is Apple Jacks, but of course that can't happen. Raisin Bart, sorry. Yes, but that brings me to the point. So who would be you'd need a pony that would be responsible for the product placement of that. I have an answer for you. Brazen Brand. Nice, alliterative, and it's also a pun. Sort of like Countess Cultura. Yes. Okay, so apparently in one of the next seasons, we're getting an episode in Manhattan that doesn't feature Rarity. Because honestly, I cannot imagine her in the setting that apparently is going to be happening. Seriously, it's whenever we have an episode taking place in an urban place, Rarity's usually there. I'd say, well, at least in Manhattan. I mean, with recent episodes, there have been 2 that take place in Camelot that don't involve Rarity. One of them being Amending Fences, which is basically Twilight, Spike, and near the very end, Pinkie Pie, and Princess Spike, which is the first 2 of that. Look, I like Rarity as much as the next person. Okay, well, that depends on the person itself. But it'd be really nice to actually see an urban area and not have her along. I mean, she's fantastic and all, with the dramatics and this is the worst possible thing ever! And the dramatics and whatnot, but honestly, I would be nice to see people, the other mainstays, hit the big city, whatnot. Like Fluttershy, for instance. Yes. But anyway, that's kind of all I've got. Thank you for listening, and enjoy the convention.
Can we kill some of the house lights? Still sitting down, so I guess that's no. Oh, I should probably. That's a good sound. Let me introduce it, and I'll make it. From season 2 era. Sure, go away. Discordantly. Discord story. Hit it, Jimmy. She was the most beautiful creature I had ever seen in my life. And I have an appreciation for beauty. Oh yes, she was most truly beautiful. And I was in love with her. But I was naive. I mean, how could she possibly return the love of something like me? But I truly thought she'd understand. But I thought, I truly thought she'd be different. I truly believed that she could see the real me. She looked at me. All she could see was a monster. So I became one. I became the monster. And you know what? It was easy. It was easy because it felt right. It felt liberating. I realized that trying to fit into order was a waste of time. A terrible waste of time, really. And so, what is my one true love? What is the one thing that means anything in this universe of ours? Chaos. Chaos is perfection. And for the next several centuries, I practiced its most perfect perfection. Small chaos, medium chaos, big chaos. My favorite, mortal chaos. The misfortunes of the week. So many wonderful memories. Their plights, my pranks. Their misery, my happiness. Quite simply, it all just makes me laugh. And laughter feels good. I have a fantastic sense of humor. I am hilarious. Just one problem. The alicorns. They have no sense of ha-ha. They tried to stop me. As one of the last of the great species of Equestria, they never even had a chance. You see, I set in motion the events that would lead to their extinction. Drought, famine, disease. Their magic couldn't save them. Until, at last, they're all gone. So I thought. 2 pretty little princesses survived. I don't know how, but together, with their magic, they restored order. My creation ruined, my world destroyed. And then, they came for me, chasing me from my throne, never letting me rest, not even for an instant. And then, when I thought I could go no further, they were waiting, ready to face me. It's true, I underestimated them. Being turned to stone is a horrific experience. The pain, unimaginable. The absolute worst part, the last thing that I ever saw. Her! She was the most beautiful creature I had ever seen in my life.
All right, that looks like it's it for today. I hope you all had a wonderful time, and have fun with the rest of the con. Brony Palooza downstairs. Bye, everyone.